We're now joined by Mike Johnson and MJ, the Patrik Laine phenomenon. It's in full effect right now. 3 goals in 4 games, an instant fan favorite. So finish this sentence. Laine is the most exciting player on the Canadiens since
my former teammate, Alex Kovalev, who thrilled Montreal fans with his unique blend of hands and moves and style and grace and the interesting way that he chose to play the game. Patrik Laine is a lot like that. He's got incredible skills, which we all know about. He's got a world-class shot. He carries himself with a certain je ne sais quoi, which will be appreciated by the Montreal fans because the way he wants to play the game. And he's great at offense. He's got a unique way to get fans out of the seat in one simple dash or one simple shot. When he goes down the ice, you can feel the Bell Center rise to the occasion, much like they used to when Covey would go down the offside and wheel in the middle for one of those patented wristers.
Okay, so you played for the Habs, as you just talked about. You know, you were probably a fan favorite as well, but maybe just a little bit below in the popularity scale from Laine. I got to ask you, what makes players like Laine so popular so quickly in Montreal?
Well, I think a couple things for Patrik Laine. One is the Montreal fans are savvy enough to appreciate the journey Patrik Laine's been on to get to this point in his career. The time away due to injury, time away to trying to get himself mentally and emotionally in a good place, makes fans want to root for you. They want to wrap their collective arms around you and say, hey, come play for us. We'll support you. We got you on and off the ice. We want you to be healthy and happy and playing. So there's that, and I think the fans have really latched on to that aspect of Patrik Laine's experience. But the other part is the Montreal fans historically have always had a certain affinity for offensive hockey, for playing with style and grace. I think it goes all the way back to Jean Beliveau, to Guy Lafleur, to the fact that it was the Montreal Canadiens who were the answer to the Broad Street bullies in the 70s. I think the Montreal Canadiens fans and the Montreal Canadiens have always tried to play the game in a certain style, a style that involves offense, creativity, and not just pugilism or brute force. And that's what Patrik Laine is. And I think it is a generational cultural thing around the Montreal Canadiens. They like offensively creative players. That's what Patrik Laine is.
Yeah, they're definitely appreciating that from him right now. And it has been a few years since we'd seen Laine at the peak of his scoring powers. But, you know, as we've talked about, he seems to really have found something in Montreal. MJ, is this a hot start and is it sustainable?
No, it is a hot start. Sure, 3 goals in 4 games, but it absolutely is sustainable. We can't forget the last time he played a full season, Patrik Laine was basically a point-a-game player. His last 2 years in Columbus, he was basically a point-a-game player who scored just shy of a 40-goal pace, and that was in a situation where maybe he wasn't as healthy or as happy or on a very good team as he might find in Montreal. So we forget how electric Patrik Laine was early in his career when he was maybe in a better place both in organization and mentally. Now that he's back in a similar place where he's comfortable, where he's confident, where he's playing with other good players that will allow him to do what he does best, I don't think it's any stretch at all that he's going to be a point-a-game player or better. That's sort of the baseline of what a healthy, happy Patrik Laine produces. So yeah, it's a hot start, but he's a hot player. This is what you should expect from Patrik Laine when he's playing and he's playing right.
Okay, we will expect that then. And Laine is expected to skate alongside Juraj Slafkovsky and Kirby Dach again tonight. Puck drop between the Canadiens and Penguins is coming up on TSN 2 at 7 Eastern.